Welcome to the Innovators, the podcast where we talk to the people building the future. In each episode, we sit down with technologists, founders, researchers, and engineers who are doing real, impactful work. They're applying technologies in ways that change how we live, work, and think. Whether it's breakthroughs in AI, climate tech, health systems, or digital infrastructure, this show is about the people turning ambitious ideas into working systems. No hype, just thoughtful conversations with the folks making it happen. Back to the Innovators, a podcast about amazing people doing amazing things. Today on the show, we have Gus Germa. He's the founder of InRento, which I would like you to describe. It's basically an investments platform for rental properties. Welcome, Gus.
Hi, pleasure to be here. InRento is a real estate debt investment platform. So we basically enable investors to invest in asset-backed projects across Europe.
So tell me about that. So are you allowing people to invest in like buildings or in special like apartments, or how does that work?
Sure. So basically, in order to be profitable in fintech and financial services in general, you have to be very disciplined and have your own niche. So our niche is financing cash flow properties. So we're talking about Airbnb portfolios. Lately, we scaled up, so we are basically financing hotels and conversion assets. So basically underused, misused buildings that are basically being renovated to meet the demands of contemporary buyers. And basically we are bringing these buildings through our financing to new life and creating better cities to live in.
So that's the biggest issue right now, I think, in the States is there's a lot of folks buying up properties and sort of like holding on to them and trying to rent them out. What's happening in Europe that makes this business work?
Yeah, so basically in Europe, I believe that the biggest issue when it comes to real estate developments, no matter which market we are talking about, is the speed of issuance of licenses. So a lot of countries, and especially Eastern Europe, it doesn't have enough housing stock. And the issue is that not enough of assets are being developed. And due to this constraint of time, the real loser in this situation is the buyer. Because of extended timelines of new developments, developers face much higher fees, mainly caused also due to financing. And the real estate is getting more expensive just because of that. So essentially, we are solving this problem. We avoid at all cost projects that need development permits. So basically, we specialize on renovation assets. This way, the projects are being completed relatively fast. We're talking about something less than 1 year. And due to the speed, even with more expensive financing than, let's say, traditional banking loans, the developers are able to offer the apartments for a much better price. So basically, this is where we specialize. So affordable housing. So this affordable housing can mean a lot of things, but what the logic that we follow is that the buyer that either will let this asset for the tenant, or the end user will not spend more than 30% of the household income on rent or mortgage payment. So basically, this is our mission, So first is basically make cities look much better, get rid of these abandoned buildings, adjust them to the modern day needs, and create a much more affordable housing stock.
Okay, interesting. What was why did you do this? Why did you build this?
So basically, before founding InRento, I was running a real estate crowdfunding aggregator called Evo Estate. Think of it this way. You have booking.com to, with one account, book any hotel in the world. This was our mission and ambition to create this platform that will enable you to do the same with alternative financing deals. Basically, we scaled it up to 70% of supply side of Europe. And what I came to realize that everyone was still approaching crowdfunding like it's something new, while it was. Crowdfunding is now for decades. And what I mean approaching like it's something new, they were thinking, most of the players at that time believed that in order for people to invest online, it must be high risk, high return. What I thought when overlooking all the situation from this drone view, I realized that the market is ready for lower risk alternatives. So basically something targeted to subprime segment. So basically compete against alternative lenders that have been existed in the market, or basically an alternative to small regional banks. So I set out to build this platform, which would address this particular segment and basically focus on lower medium risk return. So during the first years, it has been incredibly hard, just because, when you come into market and you offer much lower returns and you're a new player and you want people to invest, but people don't invest because obviously you are new and you don't have track record. It was exceptionally hard to scale and convince the market that it works. So basically, but our strategy has worked out. So today we are now 5 years in the market, and basically we have had zero historical defaults on 80 million euros plus portfolio.
Mm-hmm. Fascinating. Are you getting investment? Are you running investors, or are you just running the business?
What do you mean?
Like V-Star, are you getting venture capital for this, or
No,
is just
no.
yeah, it was
So
just all bootstrapped?
Yeah, I've initially raised to get things off the ground, and basically here's like a story of what switched my thinking and generally our strategies. Basically, I believe that this last larger round that we raised was in 2021, and we were focusing end of the year, and we were focusing on this, this typical approach, like hire people, spend on marketing, grow, and then either cut costs or raise more capital. Basically, what happened was that the war in Ukraine started, and I've been always in my life, I've been strongly focused on offering the client a product that I would use myself. And basically, on the first day of the war, I think that we're not sure what's going to happen. Not in terms of that we will get occupied, but we are not sure what will happen with the utilities, what will happen with real estate market, what will happen with the financial market. And I decided just wait, and that's actually also we also had some contractors for IT development from Ukraine. So there was additional strong psychological pressure and stress. And I remember the second day of the war, I went to a hairdresser and to the barber shop. And basically, this guy was just talking to me, and his opinion.
And this was in Lithuania, right?
Yeah, in Vilnius.
Oh, okay, Vilnius, yeah.
And I was hearing his thoughts and perceptions on this war, and I had so many things going on during that day. I told myself, until we hit 1 million monthly funding volume, I will just not waste time on this, getting the haircut. And this was yeah. I decided I will not get a haircut until we do 1 million euros monthly. Basically, this whole experience, everyone was still pushing deals into the market, but I just thought, let's see. During this period, we cut down all the costs. This was a period of like a month or two. We significantly reduced our costs, reduced our team size, and basically we noticed that certain deals are likely to default in the future. We will not pursue them. We will not pursue this VC model. We will only do deals that are profitable for us, for our client, the investor, and our client, the borrower. And this mindset changed. At first, it was very hurtful because we were experiencing negative cash flows for a significant period of time. I even remember back then we had a largest deal to date for financing. And one of my colleagues comes to my office and says, so it will be challenging. I say, no one said that it will be easy. And either we close this deal or we close ourselves as a company. So, we had these sort of very challenging experiences, but through this experience, through this change, we built a profitable business model. Last 3 years, we have been profitable. Last year, we did €1 million in profit. And we're operating in 6 markets. And in 2024, I got a haircut.
Okay, great. But I see it's long now. Do you have another goal, or is this the natural length?
This is short.
Okay, good. All right.
Before doing all this exercise with this monthly volume, I didn't even know I have curly hair. So.
All right. So the service is called inrento.com. It's out of Lithuania, Vilnius, Lithuania, which is really cool. And Gus, thank you for joining us. This has been a great little pitch.
Thank you.
All right. And good luck. This has been The Innovators. I'm John Biggs. We'll see you next episode.